There are 3 easy mindset shifts that traders can implement right now to see improved results in 2023. The first one here is to think long term. A lot of traders put these tight time horizons on when they want to make a certain amount of money or when they want to accomplish their goals. And oftentimes it's these small time horizons that put an enormous amount of pressure on the traders and forces them into outcome-based thinking where they're projecting unrealistic expectations onto the market on that individual trade for it to be a win. And oftentimes that's what takes them away from trading their edge and takes them from consistent profitability into the long run. So one of the wisest things traders can do is they can think long term. They can structure their life in a way to make sure that they have a year or 2 years or 3 years letting their edge play out before they expect results. And what this means is each individual trade is going to be less stressful, each individual trade is going to be less emotion attached to it, and each individual trade will be according to your edge and according to your trading plan, because in your mind you've already accepted the fact that I want to let my edge play out over a large sample space, and you're not putting so much weight on any individual trade to be profitable or to make it big for you right now. The second mindset shift is thinking process-based, and this sort of ties into the first one we talked about, but there are many traders who go into each individual trade thinking about what they think the outcome is going to be and what they want from the outcome of that position. And they're creating these ideas and fantasies in the virtual market in their head, and they're going to the real market and projecting them onto the real market, and they're ultimately getting humbled by taking losses because they're not listening to the real market. They're focused on these outcome-based expectations they create in their mind, and they're expecting the real market to bend to what they want it to bend to. And ultimately, if you don't listen to the market, you're going to get humbled by it. So by being process-based, you allow yourself to quiet down what you want from the market. You learn to listen to the market and only execute if the market aligns with your processes and aligns with your trading plan. Now, it's also important to be process-based in the macro perspective of your trading. I think it's smart to set outcome-based goals on where you would love your trading to be in a year, 2 years, 3 years, and set financial goals and set materialistic goals and set whatever type of goals inspire you. But then it's important to chunk those goals down into the highest priority action steps, the process that you can focus on day to day. From what I've observed of the best traders, they're not necessarily focused on the outcome of their goals day to day. They know what the outcome is going to be, but they've chunked that down, they've reversed engineered the process into the highest priority action steps, and day to day they're just focused on the process. So that's the second mindset shift you can make. And the third one here is implementing a practice of gratitude. I think people are luckier than what they actually think they are. And sometimes when we get caught in the market and we get caught comparing ourselves to other people that we think are more than us, that we think are richer, better looking, smarter, have better bodies, have better relationships, what we can do if we compare ourselves to them is we can be in a state of ingratitude for our life. We can be depressed. We can look at ourselves and think, what do we have compared to these other individuals? It's really important not to compare what you're aware of yourself, the two-sided nature of your life, to a one-sided nature that someone puts out on social media or that someone shows off in public. So a really great exercise that you can do is you can just go through your life and ask what you already have. Every human being, for the most part, if you're watching this, most likely you have your normal senses, you have your physical body, and you can ask yourself a very simple question. You've got your eyesight, for example. You could ask yourself, how much would someone have to pay you so you could never see again? And you want to quantify how valuable your eyesight is to you. And you want to go in there and ask, genuinely speaking, how much would someone have to pay you for you to become blind for the rest of your life and you could never see again? And then you'll realize that just your eyesight, something that you've taken for granted every day, is something that's extremely, extremely valuable to you. And then you could have a look through the rest of your life and you can ask, all right, your partner, your intimate relationships, how much would someone have to pay you to never see that person again, never interact with that person again? And for some of you, it might be a very low number. For others, it may be a very high number, and you may have a lot of gratitude and value in your relationship, but we don't realize these things day to day. We take them for granted. You can go through and you can ask yourself that for any area of life. Maybe you run a business or maybe you have a job. How much would someone have to pay you to take that income source away? Maybe you have a social media following. How much would someone have to pay you to take that away from you entirely? And if you go through your life, you go through your relationships, you go through the 7 areas of life, you go through the things you have and you quantify how valuable those things are to you, what you realize is that you're an incredibly valuable individual with a lot of valuable things in your life. But we get caught in this mentality of comparing ourselves to others and thinking that what we have isn't enough, and we get into this lack mentality. So by practicing gratitude and by having an awareness of how lucky you really are with the things you have right now, what you do is you promote an abundance mindset in your psychology. And you promote a resilient mindset that no matter how shitty this month is in the markets, life's pretty good. I'm resilient and I'm abundant and I'm going to get through it because I'm in a good place. So these are the 3 mindset shifts you can have right now to improve your results in 2023. If you enjoyed this, share it with friends, like, comment, and subscribe. And I have a free tool for each and every single one of you. It's 12 daily habits that will help you secure 6-figure funding without the negative emotions. It's a completely free tool. It's a completely free checklist. If you would like it, it's in the description. You can download it and just implement those 12 daily habits every single day. Make sure you're following through with them, and you'll see a great shift in your trading. But I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.